Hey, how you doing on this Thursday? Definitely throwing my week off since I've been doing my videos Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday instead of Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's part of being able to pivot and kind of adjust things as you do. When we're working on our body, mind, and spirit, we want to make sure it doesn't have to necessarily be strict this way. Sometimes life happens, things come up, and you need to adjust a little bit. So that's what I've done for this week. But what we've been talking about is on Monday, June 5th, and by the way, happy first day of June. We're going to be doing a little aspect where we're taking baby steps, whatever's going to fit for you, whatever you're working on, and you can work those together in my Facebook group. Link is going to be in the description there. So, we already covered body and mind. So, today we're covering spirit. 15 ideas on baby steps for improving your spirit health. So, with spiritual health, I break it down to personal spirituality, communal spirituality, and environmental. Personal is a connection to yourself, communal is your people around you, and environment is your physical environment, nature, and if you choose to, believe in a higher power. So let's start with some ideas on personal spirituality. The biggest ones is just making sure you get some quiet time for yourself. That could be meditation, which would be absolutely fantastic for you to do. But it can also simply be those 5 minutes of quiet time experience, which you have, which I talk about, and that's one of the trainings in the group. But just having some quiet time for yourself, whether it's taking a moment just before you, as in that 5 minutes of quiet time experience, it's 5 minutes cumulative throughout the day, where it's just taking a moment, say before you drive off somewhere, and just take a moment just to think, kind of ponder for yourself. Whatever moments you can throughout the day. If you just happen to use the restroom before you step out, walk out, take a little connection to yourself. Now, along the same lines there is if you're driving around, drive with no music on. It gives you a chance to think and ponder and get some ideas for yourself. And now listen here. Here's a major factor. If you are uncomfortable with the silence, then that's letting you know you got some stuff to work on. What is wrong with being alone with your own thoughts? Again, if you have some challenges, that means you got some ideas to work on. We should be able to sit, all of us should be able to sit in quiet, not be able to handle it. But there's been a research study on this about sometimes we need something going on constantly in your mind. We need the opposite. We need to learn how to be quiet and be with our own thoughts. Okay. Along those lines there, another one you can do is journal. You get a variety of journals and get a notepad or just journals. I got one somewhere. I got a couple of them around here. And if you're going to journal, you can write positive things, going what's on, what's about your day. Now, what I found from my own experience, if you're writing more about challenging situations, let's just call them that, write it from the third person. What that does, it helps you separate yourself from what's going on and makes you an observer. You're able to see what's going on a little better than if you're saying, I do this versus he did. Makes a little difference. So you can journal. That's one to get connected to yourself. Now, this is going to overlap with also the one from mine, but visualization. What is the future you're looking for? What is the goal you're working on? You spend some time to visualize that and using all your senses. And this is also, you can also be the one where we talked about the mind, where you set a timer for every 45 minutes. You're taking a moment, go back to that spot. Visualize, what type of person do you want to be? What type of characteristics do you have? What do you do? That's the time where you can use your visualization. And another one that's also, another fifth one here, which kind of goes along sometimes the other ones, is sometimes have a conversation with yourself. It may sound goofy, it may sound crazy. Now, first of all, this doesn't have to have a conversation out loud, all right? But yeah, just sometimes have a conversation with yourself, which can be rather interesting, which I've done at times. I've also had originally heard about it from Napoleon Hill's book, Think or Rich. I don't remember Napoleon with him. I won. I don't remember who it was, but they have conversations, and I have something similar to that, and it's interesting, anyways. But yeah, sometimes just have a conversation with yourself. It doesn't have to take long. Just do it little bits throughout the day, and it might be interesting what you learn. Let's just put it that way. There, it's very interesting. All right, so let's move on to communal spirituality. 5 different ways baby steps you can do that. Simply go through and message someone, call them, send them a text, just reach out to people that's in your life, see how they're doing. If you've seen a post of something they did in Facebook, well, I do. Sometimes I'll find something they did in social media, and I'll just send them a message to see how it's going and say, hey, that's pretty cool, or what's something like that there. But reach out to people. Just kind of make that connection there. Groups. Find baby steps of groups. Now, this could be in your neighborhood, or it could be virtually online. A lot of Facebook groups out there, as an example. that you can go through. Sorry, give me a moment here. Facebook group, that's common interest that you have. And go in there and be aware. Sometimes I brought this up before, is sometimes the group is very positive, and other times someone makes a comment and they're just ridiculed for asking a simple question, making a comment. It can be really nasty. But groups, you can have the people that have the same ideas, same thoughts, same interest as you. So it might take some trial and error to find those out. Do little get-togethers. Now, this doesn't mean, excuse me, sorry about that. This doesn't mean you have to have a big party, but can you just meet someone and go out for coffee? Maybe have a drink. Maybe meet in a park and go for a walk. But go out and find your friends, find your family. Go out and just do a little something together, just little get-ups, little meetups. Yeah, if you want to have a little party or meet at dinner, sure, go for that. But at least maybe just meet for lunch. Maybe just, again, coffee. Just an hour or so, and sometimes an hour's not long enough, but sometimes an hour is all you got. That's what you take. So go get-togethers. This one's more of a virtual aspect, but who are you following with social media? What ideas are you getting from those people? That can be part of your group. Is to go around and who you're following, what information you're getting. And I have no idea why my voice is really starting to go right now. Man. And the fifth idea is be kind. What simple acts of kindness can you do throughout your day? This is for the people around you. Maybe it's just holding the door for someone. Maybe it's complimenting them on their outfit or their hair. Maybe it's just smiling. There's a video I'd shared up. It came up my memories from social media and Facebook, and I shared up. Been a little while ago. But a guide chose to do one act of kindness a day, and it's quite interesting how that had a snowball effect. Very interesting. But be kind. Last one is environmental. And again, this is your physical environment, as well as nature, as well as connection to higher power if you choose to. So sometimes with your physical environment, what can you do to simply adjust it? There's something like feng shui. So like, okay, can you take a few moments to say maybe clutter up? Like maybe you got a little pile of stuff on, say, one side of your desk. Can you just take a moment to clean that up? Maybe you want to put a new picture up. Maybe you want to rearrange things how they are in your desk or in your bedroom. Maybe you want the lamp's over here and you want to put it over there. Just little adjustments like there to see how it affects you. Spend some time outside. Right now we are in, this is June 1st again, so we are summertime in the Northern Hemisphere. So spend some time outside. Go for a walk. Sit in your backyard if you can, but spend some time out in nature. If you got plants inside, just kind of sit there and watch the plants. It'd be interesting. Sometimes you come across and what you get from the plants. Animals. If you have pets, spend some time with them, or just watch animals in general, preferably live, but you might try it on YouTube or something. But go out and have a connection with those animals. Meditate and prayer. Meditation, this is also be for yourself, but prayer, if you choose to connect to higher power, that's part of it. Sometimes get the quiet time. A lot of times I say prayer is asking and meditation is listening. Sometimes that's how it's been. I think that's how I heard it. But connect with your higher power. Just get quiet with yourself, go within Zen, different type of medications, ask questions, prayer, whatever it can be for you. And you can just do a few minutes throughout the day. And another last one here for environmental is just be. Sometimes we're always trying to go. We're trying to be someone else. We're trying to do this, trying to do that. Sometimes can you just be? If you're outside, can you just sit there and just be? If you're going to go with prayer, can you sit there and just be? That's hard for a lot of us to do. But anyway, so there are 15 ideas about baby steps to kind of work on your spirit health. These are all just ideas to kind of get you started to figure out what's going to work for you. What do you want to work on? But anyway, so that's what we'll do. Have yourself a great weekend. And on Monday is when we'll start this whole thing off. But have yourself a great weekend starting tomorrow on Friday, and I will catch you then. So take care and balancing to you.